put this over here. We don't get a starting soon screen today. We're just going right in. Let's see. Ping folks. Doing a little stream. There, doing a little stream. Good enough. All right. So, I think everything's good. It says I'm connected in public. That's what I always worry about. Getting 30 minutes into a stream and realizing, oh, I had that set to private. Oops. Alright, so name of the game here. If you've been watching some of the videos, you've probably seen me talk about how I was going to take some Mega Man bad guys here and turn them into TTRPG encounters. No specific system. I got to working on the script, doing all the work. I was like, this is kind of a boring video. I mean, a couple of them would be neat, but to do all 8 of them, I was just like, maybe not. You know, maybe not. So, let me take the YouTube chat here. About. Slide that right over here. Okay. So I got to think about it more and more and more. I was like, well, let's just do it on stream. It'd be something to hang out and do. So that's what we're going to do. Might get some shorts out of it. I don't know. So the idea here is take, this is actually the next bad guy I'm going to be working on. Oh, how do you use this thing? Chill. Pingin'. There we go. We're going to take these bad guys. Well, not all the bad guys. Just the boss fights. The first 8. The main 8. And then we're going to turn them into TTRPG things to fight against encounters. And obviously we're going to make terrible AI art, as I already did for this one. I told it to draw an angry penguin with some Mega Man influences. So clearly you can see the Mega Man helmet there and the gun arm, but I thought it was hilarious anyway. So, it's not system specific, so we're trying to be fairly generic here. So like, okay, so you got these on the side, like this is a save, this is how much damage it does, this is a save and some damage. So that's just like a quick gauge. It's pointless. I just wanted to put something there. And this is actually no longer accurate because actually I had to go back and play a little bit and remember how things worked. I could have swore when he shot you with the little ice things, I thought they froze you in place. I'm thinking of Crystal Snail from X2. So, those just need to hurt you. So we'll just real quick say, targets up to 3 players, does minimal damage. There you go. So we'll just try and take, oh golly, can you make this stupid little sidebar thing go away? That's real annoying. Anyway, we're gonna take their abilities and try and make sense of them in a tabletop setting. And then some general notes like TTRPG Chill Penguin will not move walk, but instead he'll either jump, do that really big jump he does, like right there. You can see him when he grabs the hook. Or he'll do the belly slide. Like that's how he goes. So just basic notes. So next one on our list is Spank Mandrill here. So we'll say Spark Mandrill, and then we'll just brainstorm here, man. That's all we're gonna do. Might use these, might not. Who knows? But I set out to do it, so we're gonna do it. I don't know what Adventure Manager means over in the Discord about getting that on merchandise. Maybe he's talking about the little squirrel with the thumbs up. I do like it. It's pretty cool. Alright. So what can Spank Mandrill do here? Oh, he's got. I really thought he had more moves than that. And I also thought when he punched you, or did that thing, he did a lot more damage. But apparently not. But that doesn't mean he can't. So we got. I don't even know if y'all can see this. It might be zoomed out too much. Yeah, wow. That's all he can do is just shoot out some lightning balls, ram you. Wow. And he's got mobility. So he's a monkey, right? He's a mandrill. We'll say good mobility, can climb, jump, grip ceiling. There we go. That's something to work with. Dashing punch. Can lunge. Can lunge at player with fist. Ooh, we'll say high damage. And those lightning things don't even really. They don't particularly shock you, but they like go all the way around the thing. So we'll say can shoot out 2 orbs of lightning that track the players. No cover is safe. There we go. Alright, so there's like the 3 basic things. Now, feel free to come up with something else. Let's see. He's big. He is a big boy. He's a heavyweight. He doesn't. What's up, Theo? He doesn't. Flame Mammoth is the one that'll stun you when he jumps on the ground. Yeah, there it was. Like he fell on the ground and it shook, but it doesn't. It doesn't stun him. So we'll leave that for now. What comes after Spark Mandrill? You use him for Armored Armadillo. Armored Armadillo. Theo, you all ready for your TTRPG con coming up? Got your one-shots, all the games you're gonna run, good to go? See what I'm gonna do. I am going to, for quick reference, put that right there. And then we're gonna go look up Armored Armadillo real quick. It happened last weekend. I was thinking it was in April. That's the other one. Yours was in March. Well, how was it? Did you run some good games? That's right, because if it was in April, I possibly could have gotten myself up there, but not in March, considering I just got done taking Glee to physical therapy. Oh. It was good. Ran many good games. Did you do some Morkborg while you were up there? Or any of your, got Cyberpunk. That's the word I'm looking for. It's your Cyberpunk games. Let's see. Rolling, shield, guarding, and if you hit him with the electric thing. So, well, we'll put up in here weak to ice attacks because of reasons. Armored Armadillo. Oh, he can absorb it and boom, throw it back. See, I always play it right. I always shoot him with his weakness and he loses those shields. Alright, so rolling tackle. Pirate board. Oh, don't that sound fun? Did you just run the one game, or like one game multiple times, or did you have multiple different one-shots you were running? Rolling tackle. Can roll up in a ball to protect himself and rams people. Lasts 2 turns. High armor class. Evasion. Dependent. Hard to hit because shell. I don't know how to spell dependent. Nah, 5 different games, 5 different systems. My goodness, I would have got them all mixed up and confused. I have enough trouble remembering what all I had planned for just one shot. It's always so aggravating, like players will round a corner and I'm like, oh wait, no. Back up 5 feet, I forgot something. I forgot to give you some loot. Or I forgot about this trap. I forgot about this monster. Let's see. I want to do something with the absorption. Guard, absorb. Absorb. Can absorb an attack. Fire it back at the player for double damage. How about that? Okay. Roll die randomly on physical attacks to determine whether or not this happens. Remember, this ain't specific to a system, so technically, like if this were 5e, I guess you could say that's a reaction he could do. He's like, I'm going to absorb this attack. Well, we'll just put that. If this was 5e, this would be a reaction. But we don't play 5e. Actually, Theo, speaking of 5e, I don't know if you saw... I guess I posted it both in the Discord and on YouTube. I was so excited. I'm done with 5e, technically, because we finished our campaign this past Sunday. Yeah, you saw. So... unless somebody else is running something and I'm jumping in for a one-shot because I want to be mean to myself, I don't know why I would ever mess with 5e again. I certainly won't run anything. But like, if somebody really wants to run something, you know, I won't hold that against them. I might make fun of them a little bit, but... I hate this sidebar. I really wish there's just a way to make it go away. Oh, wait. Nope, nope. Alright, so we got the roll. So we just need a little rapid shot. How many did you? 1, 2, 3. It's always 3. It's always 3. I'm gonna be honest though, I think it's 4 or 5 when you actually play the game. I should just be sitting here playing the game instead of trying to remember. Please sending me memes, and they're pretty great. We'll just say basic shot, simple attack, hits multiple times, minimal damage. Alright, these are our basic notes. What's after armored armadillo? Launch. Octopus. Yeah. What's crazy is this guy had teeth on the original cover. Matter of fact. Let me see if I can find it. Mega Man X. Why did you do that twice? Mega Man X box art. Yeah, I miss the days. I do and I don't. Like, I kind of miss the days where box art didn't match the game, but I remember how frustrated I was as a child when that happened. It's like, why isn't it in here? It doesn't look anything like that. But yeah, he's like all purple. Like, how come where's my... Why can't I scroll sideways? Well, you can see him. He's purple here instead of red, but he has teeth. Like fangs up in there. I just realized that dragon looks very different than what's in the game too. That's exactly the same. And of all the levels, I don't know why they chose Launch Octopus's level. Why put... As you can remember, this is like the start of a series. So why'd they put him underwater? Strange choice. Anyway. What is Mr. Octopus Man? Homing torpedo! That doesn't home. The fish home in on you. Torpedoes just... Clusters of torpedoes in sets of 3 from his shoulders. Okay. Create a whirlpool. Okay. So... For the sake of simplicity, I cannot... Octopus. Wow. Type. We'll assume we're not underwater fighting. I don't want to limit it to just underwater. But we can have 2 types of torpedoes here. We can have a torpedo cluster. I just realized up here. That needs to be like that. Alright. Torpedo cluster shoots out several torpedoes. Is that not how you spell torpedoes? What's the plural of... Oh. Torpedoes. Shoots out several torpedoes in random directions for an area of... Then we have homing torpedo. Flash missile. Homes in on the players. Now, we're going to try and make these like actual creatures. Because like I got Chill Penguin up here. Granted, I made a robot. Generated a robot, but that's just because I thought it was funny. But actually, this is flavored very much so could be a monster. A flesh and bones creature. All that to say, we probably won't actually be shooting torpedoes, but these are just notes. Alright. Fast swimmer. Fast swimmer. If water is involved. Inland, man. No wonder it takes me so long to write a script. Fast swimmer if water is involved. Mobility drastically increases. Whirlpool. Water on the ground and make a magical whirlpool that draws players in. Damage? Stun? Status effect? Question mark. We'll get there when we get there. He's got multiple arms. I mean, he's an octopus. He's already got 2 attacks that do multiple things. I feel like he should do something else with that. I would say like the idea is to keep him at a range, but you know, you could say, alright, he's got all these hands. If you get in close, he'll just pop, 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 you know, be all over here. But he's already got 2 range things going for him. One's just kind of sporadic. Another one seeks you out. Oh. I know what we'll do. Multiple limbs. Limbs can be severed / removed to reduce the potency of the other 2 attacks. Torpedo. Yeah, so like the more limbs it has, the more torpedoes. When you start taking off limbs, his attack goes down. Big brain move. Look at me go. Alright. I guess that's good enough for a start anyway. So after him, it's Boomer Kawanger, right? That's what comes next. I may not remember everything to do, but I do remember the order. Boomer Kawanger. Yeah, he's got like a boomerang thing, bloop bloop, and then a weird dash. They say high speeds, but it's really like not that fast. But we can say it is. He blurs so much. He can have like low HP, super high evasion, hard to hit, but you only gotta hit him a couple times. And they're not showing it here. But he like disappears. He'll fade out and fade back. You can hit him while he's invisible. He doesn't completely go like out of the scene. That's interesting, they don't show that. Matter of fact, hang on, let me grab my controller. Hang on. We're gonna move. Oh, so far. Alright. Let me do this. Yeah. We're about to go find out for ourselves here. We're gonna play games for research purposes. I gotta find said game. What if it'll even stream? Video games, Nintendo. If I do this, I add this, window capture. Well, I'll be a swizzle stick. All right. I think I'm actually right there. Let's see, that big chill penguin. I was gonna have a save state for all these. It was actually, I think I can just do this. There we go. Okay, it's a little loud, but I mean it is good track. I gotta remember how I had my controls set up here. Xbox controllers are not the best for this. I just want to get to the end. See, I could make bad guys for all little character sheets or whatever for all the bad guys in the game. It'd be a lot of work. Bard should be able to learn the songs after the bosses. Make them stronger. I agree, though. I agree. So I can... Alright. And then I fell. What a scrub. I need one of those, like, super nice Super Nintendo controllers for the PC. I tried to get one. I don't think it claimed to be super nice, but I did buy one, and it was not very good. Then I tried to get a N64 one, and man, it was like sticky. It was weird. Damn. Or kill y'all and give me something nice. No. Alright, I'm going in with 1 health. Here we go. You can get USB adapters for the real thing? Well, I don't... That all went with you, didn't it? Because the Xbox D-pad just ain't cutting. Alright, he ain't disappear. There he goes. See, he disappears. Alright. I'm not tripping. Alright. See, I was right. He disappears. Okay. All that just for that. So, can fade in and out. I don't know why I worded it such a way. Fade in and out, become invisible. Lasts till next turn. Use after an attack. Sometimes. Let's not overdo it. He's got his boomerang coat. Actually, here's what we'll do. When coming out, I have a better idea. Do this. We'll just call it for now forced critical. Goes invisible, but can still be hit by area. That's not how you spell area. Area of effect abilities. On next turn, he comes out of invisibility and will grab the player like he does over here, the deadlift. We'll grab the player for devastating damage. Alright, so we'll just scratch that one out. Yeah, and then we got the boomerang attack. How's that gonna work? Strikes one enemy. Roll again to see if it... I guess it's a player, not an enemy. Strikes one player. Roll again to see if it hits a second player on the way back. Can it hit the same player twice? Question mark. Alright. He doesn't have a whole lot going for him. I like the ability where he fades out and then comes back on the next turn. I had a creature like that one time. He would dive down into the water and hide. And if they couldn't get to her, she came out and got a guaranteed crit. It was deadly. They started panicking when she went in the water, but she would hide in the water for like a turn or two or whatever. I forgot what it was, so I'd give them a chance to like kind of prepare for it. The water rat. We'll say fast mobility. but can't. Because he's jetting around. He's like, definitely had more fun with Launch Octopus. He had more options. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. So, the boomerang thing you get from him can grab items, so boomerang attack has a chance to disarm player. Take their weapon. Yeah. Okay. That's more than what we had. So after Boomer Kawanger, I believe Sting Chameleon. He's a cool dude. Sting Chameleon. Spelled chameleon right. Moose. If Fran isn't around tonight, what are we doing? Anything? Or nothing? My mouse is dirty. Alright, so he can... shoots a little 3-shot thing. Hit you with the tongue. Yeah, and I see when he blends into the background, does his little... He becomes the background. You can't hit him. Even with his weakness. He can make stuff rain. So he can climb. So, climber, high mobility. Can become the background. Which is kind of cheesy. Players won't be able to hit him. That's like a lame way to go. Big resource gathering and gear making session in V Rising. So that we're ready to go. Oh, you know, we could do that. Just have a chill sesh. Actually, Theo, if you're still around, have you like Vampire the Masquerade? How did you feel about V Rising? I don't know if that's your cup of tea or not. But it do be vampire. What do we need? I attempted to get iron. It wasn't last week, it was the week before. And I got super aggravated because little trash mobs were killing me in one hit and it was getting really old. So, last week we just went around killing everything. We might be able to... We passed through it very briefly. I called it the Warhammer Zone. I don't think you really got to see why, but all the bad guys out there are weird and creepy and make me think of Warhammer. But there might be some stuff out there we can get now. Anyway, become the background. That's like 2 area of effect attacks. The triple shot. Like a cone. And then he has the rain. Ooh, if you find him in a cave, he can like make stuff fall off. Is it stalagmites that hang from the ceiling, or are those the ones that come out of the ground? You're so lost. Yeah, it's a strange game. Okay, let's do this. If fighting in cave, Sting Chameleon. Hard word to type. Sting Chameleon will latch onto ceiling and vibrate it so that stalagmites. Okay. Oh, no, wait, no, that's ground. So stalactites. C for ceiling. Stalact. So, are you sure? Stalactites. Stalactites. Ah! T-E-S. Oh boy. Stalactites. What it looks like what I spelled. Stalactites. There we go. So that's stalactites and rubble / debris fall down on the players. Cool beans. There's your thorn rain. I almost feel like his tongue attack needs to be poison. Get you with the poison. Or some kind of status effect. So, tongue whip. Quickly lashes out with tongue on a single target, causing some kind of status effect. Poison? Paralysis? Hey, I spelled it right. There's Chill Penguin up here. He's got a couple things that just freeze you in place, so I don't want to overuse that. I think that's the first one we've had since then, so that's fine. If we do paralysis. Yeah. We got the movement. That's gonna need a lot of flavoring. Excuse me. And then just the basic thorn shot. Launches thorns from back or somewhere in a cone-like pattern. I think that's groovy for now. What's that interesting chameleon? What do you use him on? What do you get from him? Wow, I'm brain farting. Forgot. No, you get the 3-shot. That's Stormy. Yeah, duh. Okay. Storm Eagle. We've got a tornado, a gust, 2 things that blow you back, diving, bird summon. So we got homing torpedoes on launch items. It could be a swarm he makes. Instead of a ballistic thing. Okay, well, for starters, can fly. Yeah, we'll just say horde summon. Shoots, launches, lays, question mark, an egg, and hatches a bunch of tiny birds that swarm a player. Probably slows them down, requiring multiple saves, doing gradual damage. Sure. Okay. Swoop attack. Swoop, swoop, swoopity swoop. Swoop attack. Oops. Ooh, should you like... So I'm thinking you can swoop down and hit the player and then immediately go back to where they were. Or you could like swoop down and grab the player and drop them. Okay. Swoop attack. Swoops down to strike the player. And returns to their original position. On crit, grabs player and drops them from a high height. And that should do something. This disorients the player and makes their next attack more difficult. So if you're in 5e, it'd be like you get a disadvantage next attack. If you're easy d6, you'd get a bane on your attack next time. I don't know how that works in Pathfinder. Does Pathfinder have disadvantage? I feel like it does. That's a pretty easy, simple concept. Advantage and disadvantage. Alright. So how do we could give them a swoop thingy. No, well, I'm sorry. Not the swoop. The gust. Joe Penguin has one like that. Little blizzard he can make, it pushes people. So we'll tell you what, instead, Joe Penguins is like a big area thing, so focused gust. Target a single player. And launch them backwards. Could say the less distance they travel before hitting something, the more damage they take, but I don't know how you would figure that out. Like if you're playing 5e, it's like whatever, every 5 feet drop this many hit, you know, yeah, this much damage. That would be a pain to calculate. You could say if strike something within 15 feet, do this much. Post 15 feet, do this much. You could do that, and I feel like I've seen things like that. We'll just make it up. The less distance traveled before striking a solid object, the more damage done. Is that a save? Well, we'll get to that part when we get there. Can fly, horde summon, swoop attack, focus gust. They don't have any kind of like projectile thing, which is fine. I guess the focused gust is kind of a thing. This sounds like a remix of Splash Woman's stage. It was a cozy one to do on the guitar. It was pretty fun. Yeah, that's Splash Woman. I guess we'll leave it right there for now. That's Storm Eagle. Flame Mammoth. He's got a good track. Of course, I all got good tracks. What am I talking about? Friggin' Mega Man, man. Mega Man X is TTRPG material. How's it going? It's alright, man. It's in a star, man. We're actually just jotting down some quick notes, and then we're gonna go through and try and fine-tune them a little more. Alright. He's a big boy. We'll just say big boy. And jump. And shake the ground. Knocking players off. Now, would that be like stun effect? I forget how stun actually works in 5e. But it would stink for other systems. Just say, oh yeah, everybody. Well, I guess if you had a save. But if you lost a turn when he did that. Me on a regular basis with that project. I'm totally working. Do a save if fail. Fall down and miss turn. There you go. That's good enough for now. Okay. So what else can we do? Launches a blob of flammable oil. And then can... Okay. So he has basic fireball. Basic fireball. Minimal damage. Targets one player at a time. Multiple shots, question mark. And check this out. We gotta remember, these are actually gonna be like animals of some sort, not robots. So, notes have a way of piling up. Yeah, they sure, see, notes are easy to make. They're hard to follow up on. There, I was gonna say, these are supposed to be animals, so I'm gonna call this oil Shake. Shakes his body and flings oil everywhere. If basic fireball... Well, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Players must make a save to avoid getting covered in oil. If covered in oil, basic fireball attack does more damage. I don't know how much more. Probably a lot more. Lingers and requires more saves? Question mark? Okay. And with that, we have come full circle. We're back to that you would use him on Storm Penguin. Chill Penguin. He needs more though. Can jump, shake ground, basic fireball. I mean, big boy. Lots of HP. Not very mobile. Maybe instead of jumping, he just slams the ground. This big fat elephant mammoth thing jumping. And see, he controls the conveyor belt in the boss fight. Like, he can make it go left or right, but I don't know what he would be controlling if it were an animal of some sort. So, he's so big, he can control your gravitational pull. Just we'll leave that. Like I said, these aren't definite. Oh, I was supposed to put the website on all these. I forgot to do that. I remember the first one and the last one. Here's Chill Pingawan. We're gonna... Oh, that's right, we gotta make a goofy picture. Alright. I do this. I just copy that. And... do that. Okay, that worked. So this is gonna be Spank Mandrill. We'll just... Okay, if I do that... Oh! Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Delete... Tyro... There we go. Do that. General notes. Cool, man. Cool. Okay. That's not Spark Mandrill, but can I, like, make him blank for the time being? Alright. He's unknown. Alright, Spank Mandrill. Let's see. The first one would be... Man, yeah, I really couldn't come up with much for him. We're gonna say this one's high damage. Oh, that's not the right button. Owl Fist. Lunging Fist. Lunging Fist. How's this gonna work? Now see, if he had an ability that like stunned the player and then he did a lunging fist, it could do like way more damage. But then again, he's just like a raging monkey, so it's too sophisticated. He just lunges. I think I like the bullet one. Targets a single player. Does high damage. Need my dots. Sure. Yeah. Lightning. I was really struggling with Spark Mandrill. It's kind of basic. Generates 2 orbs. Back and follow the player. Oh, contact. So I can do more than one. Just 8 fingers. Yeah. I can't decide if that should stun him. We'll say, yeah, we'll say does low damage, but temporarily stuns the player. And then, if player is stunned by lightning orbs, this is a, I have no idea how to spell guaranteed. Apparently I do. I spelled it right. This is a guaranteed hit. There we go. I feel like I said I wasn't gonna do that, then I did. Actually that should be green. It's low damage. It hasn't hit the yellow threshold yet. Alright. That's also gonna be save. Roll a save to determine whether or not stunned damage still apply. Yeah, boy. Okay. I don't know if I should like even bother with the weaknesses. Like Spark Mandrill's weak to ice. I guess you could put that in there. I mean, really, I got Flame Mammoth for fire, Chill Penguin for ice, and then Spark Mandrill for electric, and then other than that, yeah, nobody's really got any elements. I guess you could say Storm Eagles, like an air kind of thing. Things, nature, kind of pushing it. But he does have some gnarly attacks, so, and he's very mobile, so maybe he does need a weakness. That'd be a guaranteed crit. Ooh. That'd be brutal, but I'm gonna do it. This is a guaranteed critical hit. Alright, yeah, he definitely needs a weakness. Can get around the battlefield easily and is not obstructed, well, or is not slowed down by rough terrain. Climb just as fast as he can run, and can even hit the ceiling with his hands. But not walk on it like Spider-Man. He just does the monkey thing that we saw him do over here. This thing, right? Granted, he's grabbing things there, but yeah. I don't know what kind of terrain you're gonna put him in. Can get around the battlefield easily, is not slowed down by rough terrain, can climb just as fast as he can run, and can even grip the ceiling with his hands. If need be. That sounds like Bubble Crab. I know that one. What else? I'll just say weak to ice attacks. Okay. We can flavor him later. We'll make another pass. Actually, let's pull up the AI, man. How are we going to describe this? Forgot. I think it's just a colored sketch. Let's see. I actually pulled up the AI Copilot one day and asked for some pictures, and it was like, nah. I was like, what? It was just like, no, I can't do that right now. Like, well, okay. Let's see. I'm thinking... Mandrill is the name of the monkey, right? That is an actual monkey. Okay. Thinking of a TTRPG fantasy monster based off real life. Should we keep the... Just for the pictures, should we keep the metal Mega Man style going? Because it sure made some funny pictures. Now we wait. That sounds like Bubble Man. Dun, dun, dun. Yep, that's Bubble Man. What's up? Howdy, howdy. Whoa. Alright. We're gonna pull these over here where y'all can see them. That's, that is a creature. He doesn't look like he'd be crawling or grabbing the ceiling. Does he? Hey, that one's got a backpack. That's a tame one. Oh, nah, he's kind of cool looking. I mean, I kind of like the four-legged thing instead of gorilla arms. Those are pretty gnarly. Malaboon. Let's just try another round. Let's say... Can we do another batch? Is it a gorilla or a monkey? Question of the day. Is a mandrill a monkey or a gorilla? Baboon? Is baboon like a whole other thing? It doesn't fall under one of those two? The mandrill, Mandrillus sphinx, is a large old world monkey native to West Central Africa. Huh. So we got some more here. Oop, I accidentally made a group. Didn't mean to do that. I'm always accidentally doing it. There you go. Look at me, he's strutting his stuff there. He's got some big ol' weird thingies going on there. What's this? He's got the infinity tail going on. Oh, that's kind of plain. Okay, I think I like... He's cool looking. I think I like this one. Like, he's pretty colorful. It's smashed with those huge fish. Yeah, man, like... I mean, it kind of messed up. I think it's bleeding into the foot a bit, but yeah, those fingers look super long. I like the almost bird-like toes we're getting on these things. Especially there. Oh, I didn't... Okay, let's try another round. Okay. Let's see, can we do another batch? But let's make him have some magical electric powers this time. I completely forgot about the electric orbs. Talons, there you go, that's the word I was looking for earlier. Chicken feet. I forgot he's supposed to have electrical magic stuff. But I do like this one. I do like this one we got. He can just like Kamehameha some electric orbs out with those big old talon hands he's got. Monkey. Ooh. Drag these over here and not make a group this time. But y'all can see those, right? Yeah. There you go. He's got mushrooms or something coming off the back of him. There's a diagram on that one. There's just a tail floating over there. I kinda like that one. Thumb's doing a weird. Okay, let's just try another batch. Let's do one more batch. I love it when the tails just they just have this thing floating out here doing nothing. At least it's easy to erase. That was actually kind of cool. You could just trim that and use that fine. Fingers are getting a little wibbly over there. Got the eyes going on. Hair. Okay. It seems to be struggling. There's a baboon Jesus there. He's ascending. You have multiples of them. They got like some stats over here or something. Huh. Look at all the different colors. Rafiki's going ham. Oh, there you go. Looks more like fire, but I don't know. He's got like the jolty hair going on and that. He's even got an orb. That might be the winner right there. Pretzel tail over here just floating. That one's actually pretty good too. That looks like just a straight up animal. Got some lightning. Whereas this one seems a little bit more in control of it. That's the solar system in his hands. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, I kind of like that one. This one looks like he's just discovering. He's like, ah, I can make lightning. I think we're gonna take this one. Ah, change picture from. There we go. Kinda small, but There you go. On to the next one. Armored armadillo. Oh, let's see. We gotta steal this. Armored. Doesn't look right. Armadillo. Alright, so what are we working with? Rolling tackle. Launches in a single direction and ricochets. I spelled right. Accordingly. Bouncing around the terrain and striking players in its path. Does low damage. Everything is inspiration, an artist probably. I mean, you know, been inspired by some strange things here and there. Actually, believe it or not, spin dash. Ooh, I had this idea for this Mega Man to tabletop thing while in the emergency room waiting for Glee to get out, like, or come back from X-rays. I don't know why I had that idea. I was like, I gotta write that down. Wife's bleeding everywhere, but you know, whatever. I got an idea. I gotta write it in. Those are where my priorities are, I guess. Alright, launches in a single direction and ricochets accordingly. Bouncing around the terrain and strikes players in its path. Does low damage. I feel like it should go for multiple turns. I think you just keep bouncing and rolling. Lasts 2 turns. Where's the ability to roll past an enemy dark? Dodge roll, dodge roll, dodge roll. Actually, Moose. No, I don't think you got it. You showed it to me. There was some Dark Souls tabletop, but I don't think it was a TTRPG or anything. I think it was just some kind of board game, but TTRPG Dark Souls would be funny, and you had the ability dodge roll. Last 2 turns. Can he get hurt while he's doing this? That's the thing. Or can only certain things, like lightning attacks, electrical attacks. You have it. Oh. Is it just a board game? Like, or is it... And you run out of stuff fast? Well, Dark Souls. Can only be hurt by electrical attacks. Oh. This form. That used to be no color. Really, these things are kind of pointless. I just like the way they looked. I feel like he needs to be... Yeah. Will be disoriented for 1 turn after coming out of ball form. Gives 1 turn. There you go. Balance it out a little bit. How we say we were gonna do this? Reflect. Absorbs an attack and fires back. I would think most power attacks would hurt the user, at least consuming stamina until he rested. Could make it a mechanic where there are things for him to crash into, you fool him into. Yeah. I just... See, things like that are great in video games, but when you get to tabletop, it's like, okay, you know, how do you fool your GM like they know what's going on? I say the players could set up things, and if you're doing air quote ricochets accordingly, you could, you know, maybe he would bounce and ricochet into something. That would be cool. Let's make a note. Let's make a note. If possible, there may be things in the terrain that pull him out of this form, or some kind of trap the players can set up. Do that. That'll be something to get back to, because I like that. I do like that. Could use an action point system for turn order. What are you getting at? Let's see, and then the reflect, the way it works in the game, if he still has his shields, you shoot him, bloop, 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 and he'll block it, and then shoot it back out at you. So, roll a die randomly on physical attacks. Well, we'll just write it out. And absorb a player's, could be a basic attack or just a magic attack or both, or sounds like Bayonetta. Absorb players. Actually, I got an idea. Hang on. Work with me here. If a player uses a uses a melee attack and misses, it will be absorbed by the it will be absorbed by armored armadillo and reflected back. At the player. So it should just be, so I'm thinking, like, if you want to do melee attacks, yeah, you better hit him, because if you don't hit him, it counts as him just absorbing it and boom, shooting it back. We're definitely not going to do the double damage thing we had written down here. But I wonder if it should be physical attacks or just melee ones, or which system we're using. It's not specific to anyone. The idea is like, hey, here's just a creature. I actually have a note on here, like this reflect thing I'm trying to do. Like if you were doing 5e, you could say that's a reaction. It's like, okay, you know, you attack him, he uses his reaction, absorbs your attack, and throws it back at you. But trying to be a little more generic here, where you can just take it and plug it into whatever you're using. Also, hello. Player uses melee attack misses, it will be absorbed and reflected back to the player. So like, that could just be something he always has, and then you would want that to be low damage, since it just always happens. I wonder if that's a bit too much. Yeah, I don't know. You got options other than melee attacks. What else do we have? The basic shot, right? Whoop. Oh, we're not getting another. Give me another cell. Table layout. Insert blue. There we go. Alright. Basic shot. Alright. Well, we have the tackle, which is just chaos, and reflect is always on. So I guess it's a basic shot. We'll say shoots out for projectiles and hit multiple targets or focus all on one. Alright. And if I take this, where's... There we go. Perfect. Alright. So he's got a lot of low damage stuff. But he is hard to hit, which makes sense, because he's armored armadillo, right? Which we need to be looking at something other than a monkey here. Let me... Get rid of that. Let's see. Let's get some more pictures going here. Instead of a mandrel, do a new sketch, same style. Okay, just see armored armadillo. See what that gets us. Pink fairy armadillo. What? You lie. Pink fairy. Oh, there it is. Huh. There you go. Today I learned. Ryan says, "Wow." I don't know if that's his hello, I'm here, or he sees a pink armadillo. That's crazy. I look like a Pokemon. It's always your hello. Use them as cave enemies and Mouse Ritter. Oh, we got a Mouse Ritter player in here. You know, we realized, so we had this entire, like, 2-year 5e campaign where everybody was playing as mushrooms that one of our players made. It was like a custom race, and it was really cool. It was really fun. It had a lot of neat mechanics with it. But we realized, like, 2 days, or maybe, I guess it was just a few days after we ended the campaign, we got to talking about it. I was like, man, I wonder what these mushroom characters would have been like in Mouse Ritter. And we got to thinking about it, and we were like, wow, that actually would have worked really, really good in Mouse Ritter. We made it for the wrong system. All right. Oh. Okay, I don't know what he's shooting out, that's projectiles. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe he should just do like 4 swipes. So the thing was, I did a video on it a long time ago about this race we made, or she made. I can't take any credit for it. The idea was the mushroom guys. So like they don't, technically they can die, but they don't really. So if you hit 0 HP and you don't have any potions or anything to come back with, you drag the corpse back and you regrow it. And when you regrow, you re-roll your stats, but you do them a little differently than when you make a different character. It's less forgiving. You know, gotta have some kind of punishment for death. Like you could have a much lower roll. You didn't have that safety net as you did before, and you had to roll them in order. So it's like, all right, just roll your strength, roll your dex, and what you got, you got. But when you regrew, you also got a temporary ability, kind of based off of how or where you died. And if you died and regrew again, obviously you would lose that ability and get a different one. But the idea was death would happen more often, and kind of like in Mouse Ritter. So it's like, man, that would have been really good in that. And technically, you could have just made them actual normal-sized mushrooms in Mouse Ritter. They wouldn't have to be like people-sized mushrooms. Multicolored armadillo here. Okay, let's do the basic shot. Let's just do claws. Wipes the player. I'll say that 4 times. Rapid. So yeah, he does little damage, but is hard to hit. So I need some better pictures than this. Let's try to make him... Is humanoid the word I want? No. Okay, so there's anthropomorphic and there's another one very close to that. Nope, I don't know what it is. There's a lot of anthro words apparently. Bit more. Alright, I'm gonna use the very wrong words here. Go from there. I think if you want it to look furry, it's anthro, and if you want to add more monster animals, it's animal and anime. Yeah. Anthropometric is another word. No, anthropomorphic. Described or thought of as having human form and human attributes. All right. I think I broke the AI machine. It's like, oh no, he's making furries. Shut it down. Well, your image is taking a while to generate, I noticed. I noticed. I can't see anything on here. What's going on? Not the furries. Hey, it's hard. You like that spiked? Yeah. Oh, the spotted one. This one that's on the screen right now. He's pretty cool, but he looks very small. I mean, I guess you could say he's big. And the idea is to make these like singular, maybe not a boss fight, but an intense fight. Right, that's like a regular. He walking. That's a cool looking dude right there. That one, yeah, he's cool. He's got a little more armor going on. That one looks like an art project. He's pretty cool. He looks like an actual creature that would exist. Maybe not the ears, but... Alright, so... Horn. Maybe I'll just tell him to make another one. Mr. AI man. Let's do another batch. Let's make him taller this time. Can you feed an average? No. Maybe. I'm just using Bean, the little co-pilot thing. I have stable diffusion set up on here, but I can't get it to make anything halfway decent. More Mega Man than that, you have to go through the Ben 10 route. Anybody remembers Armadillo? I gotta look that up. I didn't watch Ben 10. Came out after I think I was on my own at that point. That dude's pretty intense. Pretty cool, huh? What happened to... I done broke it again. Oh, it's making... Used up all my boosts. That's okay. Why you break it? I didn't break it. I just... So with the co-pilot thing, you get like 15 boosts a day or whatever, and that makes it go faster. And I am all out of boosts. Oh. He's just walking. It looks like he's done with it, man. I think I'm out. Alright, I think we're gonna go... It's a toss-up between these two guys. We get them beefy GPUs. He looks more... I don't know. He looks a little more dangerous. Maybe. I don't know. I'll go with this one. Alright. Change. Boop. Yeah. Coming along, coming along. Ka-chink. Yeah, launch rocket, man, that one we had some cool ideas for. Alright. So I'll get stuff generating while we're working on it. Think ahead this time. This is launch octopus. Yeah. Alright, we got cool stuff for him. Of course. Dadgummit, he's not a machine, so what's he gonna be shooting that's not torpedoes? But will explode. I guess there's like magical balls, right? Lasers, magic lasers. Okay. Spikes. Quills. I guess, yeah, those could hit the ground and explode. And more pieces. So, okay. Let me get another thing generating. Let's make a new prompt. Color sketch, no background. An octopus? A mechanical octopus? A multi-limbed... I mean, I guess it's gotta be an octopus, right? Fantasy-inspired octopus. I'm gonna go from hurt furries to hentai here in a minute. We'll get this up. Fantasy-inspired octopus with magic. An octopus-like creature. Magic. Scary looking. TTRPG monster. Sure. We'll see what that gets us. Oh, okay, we gotta go back over here where we can watch the slow thing go. Okay. Seismic shockwaves. Small ones. Okay, well, for now, what we're gonna call it torpedoes until we figure out what we're doing. Shoot a cluster of torpedoes. Random directions. Right, and this was based off on the number of limbs. Number of torpedoes. Based off the number of limbs remaining. Each torpedo. Well, if it's like a very tiny area effect for each one. Yeah, we'll just say each does low damage. Okay, these did not come out very good. Let's close these other tabs. Whoops. I guess you could shoot like poison blobs. Splash. He's got a lot of limbs. He would shoot a lot of torpedoes. Kind of like that eyebrow thing going on there. Big brain head looking. There you go. Not scary at all. Boom tentacle. What's just an octopus with spikes? Should we give him a pair of legs? Wait, no, we just moved over to the launch octopus. I got the armadillo here. Tell you what, let's. We don't confuse ourselves. I need like a picture pending picture I can just drop right there. I do kind of like the idea of him being poisonous. Venomous, whatever. I don't, but man, for a picture, I don't even know. Okay, so acid venom. Maybe like a gooey projectile that can either stick you up or detonate into an yeah. Maybe. Kill penguin, the penguin we made first. Actually, I did hit him off stream. He can freeze you in place, but I don't think anybody else can, so that would be alright to have that again. But he also has a homing ability, so I don't need to get stuck. But I like it. Let's say, let's make, just for now, we're gonna break away from the torpedoes. And get another thing generating. Let's do another batch, but make it more magical this time. I don't know how you'll do that. Launch octopus sounds like a rocket with tentacles. Well, I mean, you know, not far off. Just tell the AI, what is your interpretation of launch octopus in a drawing? Feel like a 2-word prompt would be too short. Shoots a cluster of acid blobs. Right? Number of acid blobs based off number of remaining. Each acid blob does low damage. And then homing. Magic missile. So creative. What else could he shoot? Oh, hey, we got some more. And they're funny looking. That one's got wings and dice. Look at there. Ready to play. That's kind of cool with the multiple eyes going on. Pretty basic. Also basic. Launch octopus. Whee! After changing about Iron Sword Starforge, it might be too many mechanics for me, which makes me sad. Oh no. Now, hang on, I gotta back up and try to remember the conversation. Was Iron Sworn wasn't a Powered by the Apocalypse one, was it? That was something else that was being talked about in the server. Could also be a cross of octopus with catapults as tentacles. What? I see what you're saying. That'd actually be pretty cool. It was inspired by it quite. Okay, so there was a. I want to play a or try a Powered by the Apocalypse game. Just that concept, you know, it doesn't have to be a specific one. Just the idea of, you know, hey, here's this range of rolls and everything's based off that. And like you have, you know, your total success, but and then a failure, and then a double failure, or however it works. That's something right there. Oh, nightmare fuel. I told it to give it legs. I kind of like him. He's actually walking on his tentacles. This is a random die. There you go. And that was something, man. Honestly, the strong weak hit system is amazing, but all the extra moves and how they integrate through for a loop. So that was one thing that kind of really intimidated me about the Dim Day Red game I reviewed. It's like, oh man, I love the concept, but like, oh yeah, all the moves you have to remember. Like, I guess in the grand scheme of things, it's not much, Like when you look at 5e, it's like, oh, there's 700 something spells. Like that's a lot. But you also have like basic attacks you can do, but everything is a move in Pipta systems. AI art generator, you paid for the fancy one? No, I don't. I don't pay for this stuff. You see Copilot right there. I got the free version. Dragapult's Pokemon gimmick is literally big dragon shoots small. What? Is there really a Dragapult in Pokemon? Are they really? Wow. It's a B2 bomber for a head. Amazing. They use dragons. Why not? Oh my Pokemon. Dragapult. That's just silly. Is a pseudo-legendary Pokemon. What's his Pokédex entry? He's got a few different ones. When it isn't battling, it keeps Dreepy and the holes on its horns. Once a fight starts, it launches the Dreepy like supersonic missile. Ah, okay. Another is apparently the Dreepy. So what's Dreepy? Oh, that's... Okay, I see the Dreepy there. That's okay. Apparently, the Dreepy inside Dragapult's horns eagerly look forward to being launched out at Mach speeds. Dragapult can make its whole body transparent by clearing its mind and focusing. Even the Dreepy and Dragapult's horns become invisible. The fastest Dragapult of the group is always surrounded by Dreepy that want to fly at sonic speed. Oh. What a time to be alive, man. Hey, this is Chill Penguin's music. That's, this guy. There he is. There you go. That's his music. Anyway. I'm gonna go with this guy. Need a Dragapult in one of my one-shots now. Just shoots monsters at you. Still searching for that sci-fi system. Gonna look at Traveler and Star Without Numbers some more. I really like the lores of Traveler, but 2d6 feels a bit old. Yeah. There's also Clawitzer, like a howitzer. Still shoots something, just not its brute. Alright, well, let's gotta go look it up. Clawitzer. Wow. Is his arm just like a Mega Buster that's 3 times the size of him? Yeah. He's a shrimp with a Mega Buster. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. I tried using AR and got a couple of nice looking horrors. Yeah, so it's good at making horrific things. I did last Christmas, just a couple months ago, I did an easy D6 game, and it was, they were gonna save Christmas, and you know, Santa went crazy and mutated a few things, so I used it for the tokens, and I did, if you do dark and gritty Indian ink, it's really good for horror pictures. Actually, the lady who did the artwork for the cover of my book, that was actually what drew me to her, was that she specialized in Indian ink. It's not what we did for my cover, but I saw her portfolio. I was like, oh man, I love that stuff. And she had some really creepy... I don't particularly enjoy creepy stuff. She had some... not a nightmare fuel kind of creepy, but just like, this is some weird stuff going on in this picture. It was really well done. She was a very talented lady. Posted some of the horrors I liked in the TTRPG channel. Oh no. Did you really? Let's see. Oh, you're gonna have to ping Parker for that cow dragon. This is a bug critter. I like that. Looks like something out of Mega Man. Howitzer lobster. I mean, why not? You got pandemonium. Howitzer lobster. That really sounds like one from the newer Mega Mans. Okay. Alright. What are we doing? Acid cluster. Alright. And then... Man, what could he yeet out of his tentacle that tracks you down? Though I guess... tracking's really not a... important thing in tabletop. Like, you just aim and hit or miss, right? So... the homing orbs earlier were good. So we'll say... We'll do away with the homing bit. And we'll just say he has a multi-shot of something. But I feel like it needs to be something more than just regular damage. But we already have an acid cluster, which I like. And it could actually leaves acid on ground, question mark. Bioluminescent goo. Trying to find the co-pilot art thing. So I use Edge, and it's just at the top right. You hit the co-pilot button like that, and it's like, what do you want to do? And then you can tell it, hey, make me a picture. You could, if you could just go Google, I think, Bing image creator. I think that'll take you to it too. I can imagine Squirrel narrating a dragon showing up to the party and just blasting baby dragons. The dragon comes out, and he opens his mouth like he's gonna shoot fireballs at you, but a swarm of baby dragons comes out. Not the Bing. Hey, man. It's good for some things. Google's been kind of a letdown of late. Let's just all use DuckDuckGo or whatever it is. I think I'm going to... I think it was Lucas that was talking about sticky tar. So we're going to say multi-shot of goopness goo. We're just gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. Shot... No, number of shots dependent. I can't spell dependent. On number of limbs remaining. Each shot does... We'll say low damage. Did it require a save? On failed save... Oh, yeah. on failed save, player loses half their movement. There we go. Just, it's not terrible, but you could say it stacks. Damage is applied even if save passes. Well, this is where it's saved is not affect damage. Save is only needed if attack hits. There we go. Dragon Squirrel, didn't you? Hey, you got me wanting a Mega Man TTRPG? I mean, the hard part would be having who would you have for the players? Like, it would be cool. I mean, the characters and stuff, all the bad guys, that'd be great. But I don't know who all the players would be. You got Mega Man, Roll, Proto Man, all band together. Zero. No, there was a whole slew of Maverick hunters. So yeah, you wouldn't have to be main characters. There you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We made it. We're done. We're gonna go make it. Mega Man TTRPG 2025. Here we go. I'll tell you what would make a really fun video game to TTRPG would be Grounded. That game, that survival crafty one where you get shrunk down to like teeny tiny size and you're in the backyard. That would be really fun TTRPG. It can go good to stick blind targets persistently or in cloud for camouflage. Make a Mega Man generator. Well, I don't know. Did you see the... I told, when I was doing the Chill Penguin one, I told it to use Mega Man inspired art. I got that silly thing. Mega Man TTRPG. Yeah. So anyway, I was thinking a failed save, player loses half their movement. Does it stack? So I'm thinking here. I really wish, you know, the red highlight wasn't so god awful. The theory. This guy, his attacks do very little damage, but there's so many of them. And like the acid cluster actually messes up the map, like there will be spots left for multiple turns. And I should turns. But the idea is you're damaging him, you're chopping off tentacles or whatever you want to use, and he's gradually doing less and less and less and less damage. So he's like high damage right out of the gate, and then it trickles downward as the fight goes on. Yeah, that's the theory. What else do we have? Fast swimmer, whirlpool can summon water. Ooh, so if he summons water on the ground, it draws players in. If he did that, that could like clean the ground of the acid. But then what would the point of pulling the players in be? He could have some kind of grab move. He grabs them. Could do a QB move. Kirby? Oh. Pull him in. Oh, you can't find it? Here, let's try. Why do it? I just go Bing Image Creator. Try that. Kirby mixed with Ditto. Octopus usually have a vicious beak. You know what? That's a good point. They do. They do, which is so weird. It's like, why does this octopus jelly thingy have a beak on it? So would would the number of arms affect that anyway? Or is it just whoever's closest? I feel like, you know, if you're gonna pull everybody in, there should be some danger to being close to him. With all those arms. More flailing. Okay, well let's see. Hey, I like the ideas we got going here. Whirlpool. Summons water on the ground surface. Draws players towards him. The water will wash away any acid remaining. That's Crystal Snail's music. Any acid remaining on floor. Closest. Or well, let's say first player to touch. Launch octopus will be grabbed and bitten with beak. Where's it beak? Oh no. Yeah, but say something. Oh, I don't want to be too much, but at the same time, I feel like something needs to happen to the players that got pulled in if they were in range of the whirlpool. You could say if they try and get away, kind of like a reaction attack or a attack of opportunity, like they're walking away. They get smacked with a tentacle whip. Or, you know, if they stay in range, then they're always at the risk of getting chomped by the beak. Well, I don't know about the drowning part, because I'm thinking of the whirlpool being more on figure of speech kind of thing. It's like just this 2-inch whirlpool thing comes above the ground and just pulls people in. Magical kind of whirlpool looking thing, not actually water. I have no idea what this track is. So let's see. First player to touch launch. Grab the beak. Let's just put this down in red. Other close players that got pulled in have chance to get struck. Tentacles. Running away. Whoops. You can't tab when you're in a sleep. Staying close. Will save them the opportunity attack, but will also put them at risk. A beak attack. Prone equals advantage. Well, I mean, if you're doing that system. But we'll put that down. Can't tab button don't work. Whirlpool players that are prone have a negative status. That's cool. So the whirlpool That would do high damage, technically, from the beak. It's a dangerous one. Yeah, make people prone. Just saying, not every game has the prone status effect, or whatever you want to call it, mechanic. So I'm gonna put in my notes. Starts off with high damage as attacks based off the number of limbs. As launch Octopus starts receiving damage, he will lose limbs, which will reduce the potency of his attacks. Alright, I think that's the only important note to get in there. Why is it singing? I don't like this. Okay, I think we got that one done. Told you he was cooler. Let's see, who is next? Boomer Kwanger? He has some cool stuff too. I have no idea what we'd tell the AI man to do. Draw me a bug. Is this Gemini Man? Some kind of remix? What is this? Something. Alright. How would you describe Boomer Kwanger? He's some kind of beetle from Japan. What is Boomer Kwanger based off of? A stag beetle. I thought it was something else. Well, today we learn. All right. Yeah. No, it's solid. It's very solid. I remember listening to it quite a lot when I was little. I still do, honestly. But I gonna date myself a little bit here, but when I was little, you know, I would fire up Mega Man and various other games and go to the level when they didn't have the sound testing and the options where you could just listen to all the tracks. And I had this little radio that you could put a tape in and push record, and it would record what it heard, you know, all the sounds. So like it had its own little built-in microphone. So I would put that in front of the TV, push record, and let the video game music go. And then that way I could have it to listen to, like when I was biking around or something. It was great too, because it had those big mechanical buttons, right? They were when you pushed them, so it recorded all that. So every track, you know, when it started and ended, you heard just clunk. What a time! What a time! All right, so let's say, and for the next one. Let's do a magical fantasy creature based off the stag beetle, but much larger and humanoid traits. How do you spell traits? Colored sketch, no background. The days of cassette tape. Weren't they great? Tape come all out of the thing. Oh no. Man, I had Mega Man music on there. I had Gomon, Mystical Ninja on there. That one had some good tracks too. Dimes, yeah. What else was one I recorded a lot? There was some fighting game, Bloody Roar or something. Oh, these did not. Whoops. Alright. That looks like a Christmas tree ornament. Okay, that's a cool picture. It's actually pretty cool. I don't think it's what I want, though. We're gonna put it here temporarily, though. What am I looking for? Change picture. Alright. It's like a reindeer on a beetle body. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. Let's try. And throw or morph. I did not spell that right at all. Stag beetle. Inspiration. It's not even gonna try to spell that right. I spelled it so bad. Morphic. I think we're probably gonna wrap up here soon. I'm gonna got game time or something with my brother here in a bit, and gotta find me some dinner. Usually, me, my brother, and Glee, and Franberry, we all get together on Wednesday nights and play a video game, but we don't think Fran's gonna make it tonight. Is that beetle hairy? He's got hair. You're right. There's a furry next to the beetle. Okay. Why not? He's kind of cool looking. There's a beetle with a beard. Alright, we are very, very off base here. Well, what if I do this? Okay. Let's try a new prompt. A fantasy creature based off Boomer Wanger from Mega Man X. Colored sketch, no background. There you go. That's a beetle walrus. It kinda is, isn't it? Yeah, he's even got the little thing right there in his mouth. Pretty great. With some moose antlers. Okay, yeah, see, this is what happens when I tell it to do anything based off or like inspired by Mega Man. Dang it, I did the... Oh, he's making a group. Oh, I'll make a group. Oh well. Oh yeah, it's cool looking, but it's not at all what I was going for. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Got the horns, like Boomer Wanger, I guess. Got a wand. It's like a bug. Okay, and then we just got that coming out of left field. Sure. What's he got going on? Boomerang attacks and invisibility and... Yeah. don't see him throwing no boomerangs. And then there's that. I love how you have these 3 robot Mega Man things. And then that. Just, there you go. Have a demon in the middle. Okay, let's reword this slightly. I did spell that wrong. Well, okay, not based. Inspired by. Boomer coin everyone. Let's see what that gets us. That is a pretty cool looking bug. Gotta admit. How do I? Your image is generating. And there it is. Yeah, I say this. Anytime I bring Mega Man into the equation, I get very robot-y. But I mean, I can only imagine what'll happen if I put Boomerang in the prompt. Like an angelic Mega Man with a tail. I love how big his Buster is. Yeah. There's a little gremlin. Make a good profile picture or something. Just that head. We'll save that one. Pretty great. Oh, that's not the worst. It looks like a cool bad guy. Alright. One more. Let's try another batch, but let's have the creature throwing a metal bladed boomerang. Yeah, this is gonna confuse the heck out of it. I almost feel bad for it. Your image is generating. I recognize this one. What is this? Yeah, this is Mega Man 0. Ooh. Well, he's throwing a bladed something. But it's mostly Mega Man. Pretty cool looking, though. Nice pose. That's really Mega Man. Huh. That's just not really inspired by Mega Man. It just is. There you go. Good lord. Like a Shovel Knight Mega Man. Nightmare sword over there. I mean, like, yeah, these are, I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, these are really cool looking, just not at all what I was going for. Huh. Well, I think we'll cut it there. Like I said, I got games tonight, and I gotta get some food in my belly and all that stuff. Get Glee taken care of, get some food in her belly. So today is Wednesday. I will probably be playing EDF with the 2 Canadians on Friday if they're available. I typically don't stream that on my channel anymore. It's usually on Steph's, but it gets posted in the server. Next Thursday, there will be a video. And I'm trying to remember what it's about. It's about... No, villain. We just did villains. What is this video? Magic systems. That's what this video is about. Hard and soft magic systems. Lord willing, I get it done on time. And then I got to do some streams on this thing called RPG Stories. RPG Stories. I got some keys for this a little while back, and I need to start. It's basically, it's see, if I say virtual tabletop, I mean they call it that, but you think of something like Foundry. It has all the character sheets and the mechanics for the modules and stuff, but this is more like tabletop simulator in a way. You make these 3D maps and stuff on there, and you can drop your characters down and move them around and whatnot. And you know, it has basic dice you can roll, but like there's no math taking place or character sheets. I think that's coming up because I have another Kickstarter they're doing at the end of March is when it starts. So I'm trying to get my video like kind of midways through April that I want to do for them. So, or no, it doesn't start at the end of the March. It goes, I don't know. The video comes out sometime in April that I got to do, but I got to figure out how to use it and then, you know, give some impressions about it. But I will I want to learn how to do some of it basically, so I'm not just him-hawing through a whole stream like, oh, where is everything? And then try and make some stuff on stream a couple times, and then make my video like, oh yeah, this was pretty cool. This is what I made. Thanks for the keys, all that kind of thing. So it's pretty neat. Like what I've seen people make, it looks like fun. I fired it up once and was like, yep, I need a manual. I don't know what I'm doing. So you can import your, if you've paid for them, your Hero Forge characters, like if you've paid for the models, you can just yeet them right in there, which is pretty cool. It's neat. It's a cool concept. It seems ambitious. I've seen a handful of these on the market, so we'll see how it actually goes. Yeah, see, that's the character actually moving, walking, doing things. Ah! So, yeah, that can be cool. Oh yeah, there you go. Hero Forge support right there. Customizable. I saw the Kickstarter. They have a trailer for it. Like they want to do some auto-generating stuff where it's like, hey, I need a cyberpunk setting, and blah, 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 just generate you some stuff, and then they're trying to get character sheets and stuff in there too. So it could be cool. Ambitious. It's a lot of work. Oh, yeah, that's right. They even got the little 2D kind of looking thing too. That's cool. It's neat. It's neat. We'll see. Gotta experiment with it, but it'll be, hopefully we can keep streaming. That's what we'll do. So I guess I will see y'all Friday if you're there. If not, Thursday in the video. See y'all later.